Not only some wet weather, but some thunderstorm activity can't be ruled out, as well as some gusty winds and cooler temperatures. It's been a fine day out there today, however, but we did see some darker clouds. That's all from this area of low pressure that's actually just passing to our north. But once we're on the backside of this low, some of this moisture could stream into our area. In fact, already starting to see a little bit of moisture in our mountain areas in San Bernardino and also in Big Bear. We're also starting to see some thunderstorm activity to our north as well, but not a lot going on in our area, but we could still see those showers and maybe a thunderstorm or two in our mountain areas overnight tonight through tomorrow morning. You can also expect to see a little bit of drizzle. We do have some gusty winds. In fact, wind advisories in effect for the mountain areas through 3 a.m. tomorrow. Those winds 15 to 25 miles an hour with gusts up to 50 miles an hour a possibility. You can see in the Antelope Valley now winds sustained at 21 miles an hour. Gusty along the coast up to 16 miles an hour, also at 16 miles an hour in Ontario. So again, we do have those gusty winds. We do have some cooler temperatures to talk about. A little bit warmer by tomorrow, so I'm sure you will enjoy that. But morning clouds and fog and that light chance of rain tonight through tomorrow morning. I'll have more on the rest of the week's forecast coming up. Paul, back to you.
All right. One fellow brought his mom there to see the situation. She's in her late 80s or early 90s, and she said she hadn't seen anything like that since she was a little girl, obviously, before they had a system of dams and levees and everything.
Yeah.
She said it's just shocking.
Yeah.
Well, I certainly hope, we all hope it doesn't approach the levels of, certainly when you talk about New Orleans and Louisiana and the area, over the years, we don't want to see that kind of
Yeah, we do not want to see that at all. And, this is the time of year when they get the rain.
Yep.
So just keep our fingers crossed for them. They're at home. But here at home, we have just been dealing with some winds. And guess what? We even have a little chance of some rain tonight.
Get out of here.
I know. Very unusual for us. Normal for them, not so normal for us. But we have a storm system to our north that's actually bringing some lightning into Bakersfield and Fresno, and we even have a slight chance of a shower or a thunderstorm cell in our mountain areas tonight into tomorrow morning. We've got Sky 2 over Temple City, and that's just a beautiful live shot on this Monday evening. We've had some nice clouds out there today. I know some of them looking a little dark and ominous, but again, they do have some moisture in them, so we could see some light showers tonight into tomorrow morning. Again, if we do see any at all, it'll be very light, but we do have the chance through tomorrow. Temperatures today running below average, 69 for the high, 74 is our normal high. So temperatures running about 5 degrees below where they should. And temperatures currently into the 60s, even some 50s out there. So those temperatures are starting to drop. But we had all that warm weather last week, now changes into this week. And you can see those winds have picked up to 16 miles an hour there in the Antelope Valley, up to 20 now in Ventura. Winds basically coming in out of the west-southwest, and that's why those wind advisories will stay in effect until about 3 a.m. tomorrow, mainly for those mountain areas. That's where we expect to see the worst of the winds. And we've got a few light showers popping up, most of that moisture evaporating before it even hits the ground. But the worst of that wet weather just to our north, some of it starting to move into northern Ventura County, but you can see that's real-time lightning. So those are lightning strikes that are happening as we speak. Here's that area of low pressure. So once we get on the backside of this low, some of this moisture will be streaming through our area, and that's why we've got that slight chance of some showers and even a thunderstorm or two moving into our area throughout the next about 12 hours. So I'll keep a close eye on that for you. Again, we're on the backside of that area of low pressure that brought in the cooler weather, even the clouds into our area this weekend. And again, bringing that much cooler air in today. Temperatures running below average today. That low will start to move out and high pressure will be building in. So right around the middle of the week, that's when we expect the warmest of the weather to move in. And when I say the warmest, we're looking at mainly low 70s in the bays and 80s, however, in the inland valleys. By the end of the week, another low will drop in. That will bring us a nice chance of some light showers once again. Again, we're just looking at some light hit or miss showers, but they will be in the forecast by the end of the week. We do have a small craft advisory in effect because of those winds tonight. By tomorrow, they should be down to around 5 to 15 knots. Surf will be 2 to 4 feet and swells out of the west 2 to 3 feet. But your 5-day forecast is bringing mild temperatures into the basin, mid to lower 70s through Friday. Then we cool it down a little into Saturday. But temperatures in the valleys back up into the mid 80s by about Thursday of this week, staying a little on the cool side along the coast with highs into the mid to upper 60s all week long. So a little change from last week's weather where we had the record heat. But again, we will see the clouds just tomorrow morning, and then we'll be back to sunny skies by tomorrow afternoon after that ridge of high pressure builds in. And then we're looking at some very pleasant weather with mostly sunny skies throughout the end of this week. And then by the weekend, that other area of low pressure will start to drop in, and that will cool us down once again. Back to you guys.
We'll call it.